Mic check 1 2. All right. I know y'all hear me because I can hear the click click. So let's go ahead on and get this done with. RaJuR cool. Get ready to add some sauces to the cage. And of course, we got to add them with style. Y'all know how your boy do. I want to thank the Most High for the opportunity to be able to see you guys one more time before we call it night night. Yip, yip, night night. And hopefully y'all get some rest. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a traumatic day for you today. Wasn't a crazy traumatic day for you today. I went to King of Pressure real quick and walked around and smelled the fruit fragrances. I smelled a few that I was contemplating. Let me tell you what the two were. One was the Way. And I'm going to tell you, I think I still smell it. I just got the shower. I scrub like crazy in the shower. Like crazy. And I can't remember whether I just sprayed what you call them on top of it. The two that, I was talking about inside the studio. Well, I'm not sure. But I know I tried the Way 001 Man, because I remember that from way back in the day when it was at Barney's. And I also with the Neiman's, well, that was the Neiman's I tried that. And then also tried this new one called Something Chai by Montal. So I don't know, man. That Montal was pretty doggone good as well. But I think what I did was I think that I sprayed over top of it. Because this doesn't smell like Way. I put Way around the top of my hand. All right, so here I come. I'm ready to come on over here. I just had to make sure everything was working. I got to go through these samples too. I got like a zillion samples here. I'm going to go through these real quick tonight before I call it a night. See if I can organize them because there's a bunch of samples. Zildjian samples. Well, Zildjian is actually a cymbal company for drums. But there's a zillion samples in there. And I want to kind of, the ones I have 2 or 3 of, I want to go ahead on and put them in a 5 mil or something like that. I have some 5 mil bottles, okay? All right. So let me, I have some glasses. I don't know what happened to the glasses. But I'm going to grab some other glasses and throw those on. And as you can see, the cage is nice and lit. The cage is on litty. Because it likes to be on litty. That's what it does. That's what the cage does. It likes to show off and do what it do. So, with that being said, let's talk about what is getting in the cage tonight. Because now that we're at the first, even though I was tempted to grab something today, somehow, some way, I did not. Because that would kind of been irresponsible. I got bills to pay. So I can't keep buying fragrances, and I'm trying to knock down some of my spending habituals. So you got to do what you got to do, right? All right, cool. So let's get it. Now that I've took a nice scrubbing, whatever it is, I scrub double. I think this is the cherry dip, Manhattan cherry. I still smell it. And I don't know what I got on this side. I would have to just look at the video and see what I spray. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to spray all of these tonight. Get them some time, a couple muscles, a couple forearms, and some fingers, and go for it, all right? So let's get with it. Number 1, bread. We want to see if the bread actually hang. In the meantime, I'm also going to be working on trying to get this video done. Not tonight, though. It was almost 11 o'clock. I want to get to bed at least by 12. No, by 11. All right? So here we have bread again. Now, I have a lot of these. Lots. But most of them are empty. Here, a little bit of squidget of oak and bourbon. This laptop is tripping. Now I want to do something now that's acting trippy. All right. This right here was, again, there's still a little bit in there is, which one is this? Sandalwood and oak. Well, that's the one he said, well, I got this from yesterday. That's sandalwood and oak. I grabbed that one yesterday as well. That's a brand. I don't know. I got bread. I got sandalwood and oak as a sample. He gave me that as a sample. I thought he said it was one that was brand new sandalwood and something. He said, but he didn't have it. He said smooth. This right here is, this is good too. Vanilla and Armagnac. Vanilla and Armagnac. I sprayed that joint. That joint got beat up. Like I said, by the time I bought all these, I could have bought 2 bottles, but you know, at $40 a pop, man, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. A little bit left in this bad boy, and this is probably Oud and Cavados. Yep, Oud and Cavados. So I know I had some left in that one. All right. Here we have Oud and bourbon again, I think. Still a little drips in there, so you know, I can get a light little spray for bed or something, you know what I mean? So let's see. All right, well, I don't have time to try to match them. Another one is going to be vanilla and Armagnac. Now I got a little bit of this left. Vanilla and Armagnac. Now which one's there? Vanilla and Armagnac. It's Oud and Cavados. All right, this is vanilla and Armagnac. So yeah, so we put them two together. Not sure why, but I'm putting them anyway. All right, here we have another one, and this is vanilla and bourbon. Vanilla and bourbon. Ain't nothing in that. Drained out. I think this is the Cheen one. Something in Cheen, which is pretty good. No, cedar and acacia. Yeah, that was a pretty good piece. Cedar and acacia. All right, here we have vetiver and chestnut. Oud and Cavados again. Did I spray all that out again? I mean, Oud and Cavados. I thought I had more left of that, man. I must have went and hit that joint hard. All right, well, that's what it is. No diddy. All right, let's see. Praline and maple. Still got a drivelet of that. And a little drivelet left of mineral cedar. So all the ones I got little drivelets of, I'll put them in the front. And all the ones that are bone dry go in the back. Which is probably these two. No, there's a little bit left in this one too. Bone dry. A little bit left. Oh. Vanilla Armagnac. I think that was the last one I bought. Bone dry. So all the bone dry joints go in the bone dry back. All right, which is back here. Bony dry. In front of Joe Malone, okay? All right. And then we'll go by order of fullness. They'll be up front because they need to be ready to get sprayed out. Might as well go ahead and spray them out. That's Cavados. Yeah, that's like mineral. There's a bone dry one too. Another bone dry. So line these bone dries up. A little bit left in that one. 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 And a little bit left in all these. What we got? Those are small shots, but if you take them all in a row, you'll be buzzing. I know, right? This and it's hit them joints. Who is this right here? My man. Who is this right here? The bumpkins, the donuts. Man, y'all be making up some names like a mug, man. Blumpkin be blow. Oh, Blumpkin Blowness. Y'all cats, man. Y'all be on it though. Blumpkin Blowness. All right, player. Nice to meet you, man. My first time seeing you here. Because if I saw you before, I wouldn't be laughing, man. That's good. Blumpkin Blowness. My man. Holla at your boy. All right. Glad to see you came and checked out the channel, man. That is hilarious. Is that hilarious? Hazy Gemini's in the house. What's going on, Hazy Gemini? What's popping off, baby? Yeah, dog came back here to check out the cage. You know what I mean? So you spray all that on you, baby. It's a pop-off. It'll be a hot pop-off. Mess around and throw up in my mouth if I pop one of them joints off, man. That'll be banana wacky. You know what I'm saying? All right, so yeah, so we're gonna line them up. But again, you know, and again, I'm still at the point of when I'm really talking about the prices. I mean, because you know, I pay for my bottles, I don't get freebies because I talk about panty droppers and beast modes. I had to pay for my joints. You know what I mean? I ain't getting no money from YouTube and you know, paying my rent and carding up with YouTube. But anyway, yeah, man, shoot, these joints like a bottle. I never had a bottle. I really like the bottles too. I'm gonna call down there and see if I can get some empty bottles just to decorate the cage. Cause I'm sure they got some empty bottles. But for the most part, or they may have to keep those empty bottles to get another refill. I was texting about that. Mineral cedar. I think is this Cavados? I like Sisterwood. I mean, they all are not hitter quitters, but for the most part, you know, if you like wood, man, you can't bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, at 245, I think they're 245. 400 mil, and like I said, 245, 400 mil. If you think about it, it's a real good bargain. I just came from Neiman's today, and you know, of course, you had like Loewe 001 Man was 185, 400. Montal and usually Man Series are like 195, 400. But I mean, they're not generic, but there's a zillion of them. Whereas when you have like, you know, Center Woods and all these other ones, you know, they're a little bit more niche-y. You know, they're a little bit more niche-y because they kind of newer than Montel and Mancera, you know what I'm saying? But that Mancera chai joint that was kind of decent. All right, so I like vanilla in the Magnac. No, that's really good. Vanilla in the Magnac. You'll like that. So we got 12 of them joints. 12 at $44 a pop. It's $500. Almost $600. But more $500. You know what I mean? And I got this one yesterday. Full blow bread and holla at your boy. So let's go ahead on and get us a nice spray. Bread. Something's on. I can't spray there because something is still there. I don't know what it is. It's still hanging crazy. I don't know. It might be the Montal. I double scrubbed. I'm like, all right, let me scrub again. Man. All right, bread. Left arm. Top, forearm, bread. Bread. Full name. Bread and them liberty scap snap. Bread and chestnut. And we concluded last night it smells like pizza. Pizza. Let's go. Pizza. Double spray, too. I don't want to run out of this one too quick. Who else just joined in? Ghost Rim, what's up? Are you a booty sniffer as well? Nah, man, you know, when it comes to sniffing booties, I'm not really that. Nah, I mean, it's kind of like a mansion party Diddy type thing going on, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm not gonna sniff any booty. Maybe some cootie, but no booty. All right, holla at your boy. Bars. Yeah, it's right here. It's nice. All right. Like I said, you can get this. I think it's $55 at online or at Perfumology. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't sniffing a woman booty, man. Are you kidding? No. I mean, but if you get closer down there playing with the cootie, more than likely you might smell some booty. So make sure your girl's taking a shower, man. I know you asked me for advice. Make sure you women take a shower before you go down there and play in the cootie. All right. Make sure. Shit. Don't give her no excuse. I'm all right. I don't stink. No. And if she ain't gonna get in the shower, so you're gonna take a shower, you get in there with her, and that way, maybe you would sniff the booty. You cleaned it. Holla at your boy. All right. All right. So that's that. What I have here, a one umbrella for two. I got that as a gift. And I got one umbrella for two here too, but this is almost gone. I already squeezed out this one umbrella for two. I don't know how to get it in there, man. You're supposed to be able to like take this joint off and do something, and you do something with it, and you put the thing in there, and you get the juice out or something. Y'all know about this? You take the joint and then you put the stem. I guess you put the stem in the bottle and then you pump it or something like that. And you pump the juice out in the hair. You know what I mean? What you got? Do you like to eat coochie? Because you don't, man. Look, bro. I ain't trying to get too adult about this, because some people might be offended. But bruh, I'm taking a bib down on some good coochie. You know what I mean? I'm taking a bib. There's no doubt about it. I'm taking a bib and maybe take a napkin because it's going to get pretty messy. Yeah. A lot of brothers don't want to eat the coochie, man. I ain't no coochie, man. Okay. Look, a lot of women don't mind if you see a lot of you might not, I'm an old head. A lot of you might not know how to eat the coochie. And you've probably been told, you probably tried to eat the cootie. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, you just, now what you say, how come you wear so much cologne and you don't have a girlfriend? There's two things you just said, but this is the first time me ever seeing you, man, unless you've been sneaking around behind my back of my channel while I'm doing videos. What are you talking about? First of all, I don't wear colognes. These are perfumes, my friend. So you're kind of on the wrong channel, but I'm going to help you out. I'm going to teach you something. I don't wear colognes. I wear perfumes. That's number one. And what makes you think I don't have a woman? Because I don't have any girlfriends. All right? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any girlfriends. You've been watching, okay, I don't have no girlfriends? Bro, did you see the video last night? Did you see the 48? Did you see the 4-hour video from last night? Go ahead and check that out when you get a moment. I was next to a female. That don't mean she's my girlfriend. But I'm around a lot of women playing. I stay around women. There's no doubt. I mean, I have a lot of women friends, whether they come to the studio to sing, or whether they're fragrances, or whether somebody I hang out with, or maybe somebody who might want to spend the night. Bro, I'm never at the point of not having a woman in my life, bro. It ain't gonna never happen. Give off no woman. You give off no woman having vibes. Nah, bro. Well, that's good. That's a good thing, though. That means you don't know me, and I don't kind of want anybody to really know me. You know what I'm saying? Can you listen to Bucci the Rock? Who is Bucci the Rock? Author, who is this? Author, who is Bucci the Rock? Never heard of him. I see The Rock. Listen to Bucci. I don't know, cuz hanging out in the friend zone is what you do. Yeah, for the most part, man. I mean, I have a lot of female friends, man. You know, I don't go to strip clubs. I don't need to go to strip clubs. And that's it. I got a lot of female friends, man. And when I go out, I make a lot of friends because I'm a Grammy recording artist. Oh, you didn't know that either, did you? Okay, now let's continue. So we're gonna put these back. Being a Grammy recording artist has its benefits, sir. I'll let you boy. All right, now let's get back to Bada Bings and Fragrances. Let my man have his fun. But I'm gonna try to teach you something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to teach you something too. You ain't getting no coochie. You pay. Really? I pay for coochie now. Okay. Sure. Sure, if you say so, I'll pay for coochie. All right. Anyway, Vanilla Tonka from the house of Nicolai. Okay. Beautiful box. I really like the box. Both of these I bought yesterday. The box kind of opened up like that. Come with a little card inside. You know what I mean? You got to have that. And then the bottle goes in here like that. You know what I mean? How did you buy it? And that's the way it looks. But that's not the way I'm going to put it in the cage because, the chances of that happening, that's one number one. Yeah, because it won't stay in unless I lay it back. And I don't, I thought about kind of doing a layback thing. Like I laid back a couple fragrances. I laid back a couple fragrances on the bottom of my cage. I laid back my three Gallaghers. I just laid them on the back, on their back. I could do that with this, but I still think it'll just take up too much space. If I kind of can work this down without really tearing it up, I probably would do it. Or, like I said, I don't want to take a chance. I don't want this falling out. This costs too much money. If I did like that, and I put it in the cage, like staged it like that, so you like, all right, cool. I still got this big, giant space taker. You see what I'm saying? So it's probably going to go in there like this. I'm probably going to be like, bam, and then put it in like that. That's probably how I'm going to do it. Put it in the cage as such. So you see Nicolai on top, and then you see the bottle, Vanilla Tonka. By the way, we're going to spray Tonka. So let's get it. But I don't mind being trolled, man. I troll people all the time, so you trolling ain't, it's cool. You should see this new video I'm about to make about fake people trying to get you to buy fragrances. Because I know you don't have any perfumes. I know you ain't got no colognes. I can tell because you sound like you 12. But it's okay. I can learn you something. Vanilla Tonka. When you first spray it, it smells like licorice. But after it settles down, it's not bad. How you doing? Yep. When I first spray this, it smells like licorice. Since this is a newer bottle, we're gonna see if we can put this somewhere up top in the cage. So let's see what we're gonna find here. I gotta put this atomizer back on the bottle. I forgot all about it. So looking at what I have here, I like the pistachio. I like the pistachio right here. It's pretty cool having pistachio here. In fact, let me bring this a little bit closer so you can really see, because the light is kind of making it offsettingly bright. Okay. So I like this pressure liquid. This is mandarin. I'm going to teach you something. I know you're here to troll, but see, I'm going to flip it and make you be able to get some high-end women in your life. I'm going to help you. All right, here you go. So, much as I like the pistachio up here, I think pistachio is worn down its welcome. I've had pistachio probably for about a year. So I'm going to drop pistachio because sometimes you got to rotate and you got to put some new things up here. Now, but it got to fit because it definitely can't block the RDZ. So let's see. Move over. Now, it's not bad. You can still see the RDZ. But you can't see the box. But you couldn't see the box either. So if I put that there, bada bing, bada boom. We got a new Yamin with the Nicolai Vanilla Tonka up top. All right? or I can space it and give it the look, because it gives you the 3D look, and then you know you can look behind and still see the RDZ boxes, and then make it like it's cool. So, like if we flip off this light, y'all can really see how sexy it gets. Because, like my man, he don't have no woman. I know he was playing around in Diddy house before he got locked up. It's okay, bro. It's okay. There's rehab for Diddy victims. I'm telling you, for real, for real. I think ask Jaguar Wright. She can help you get rehab for the Diddy situation that you might experience. Okay. By the way, this is a 4-ounce silver dollar with Ben Franklin on it. Almost like a plate. 4-ounce silver dollar, $300. Because silver is now $70 an ounce. And this is 4.2 ounces. All silver. 100. Ben Franklin House, your boy. All right, so anyway, I'm going to learn you something, no player. I'm going to learn you something today. I'm going to help you change your life. Oh, that's right. I forgot that's sitting down. I'm going to help you change your life, player. I'm going to help you get a quality woman in your life. I'm going to help you. I'm telling you. Because I can tell you need help. I can tell you need a little help. It's okay. Everybody needs a little help every now and then, sir. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out my man Tony fragrances. Now, I like Tone fragrances. These are really good. By Ann Smith. Ortis is nice. That's a nice piece. Platinum Rain. I like that too. Platinum Rain is pretty good. And then we have Santal Soiree, which is my favorite. I like the Santal. I like sandalwood. So it's all by Ann Smith, my man Tony's brand. All right, so don't forget that. As for Ann Smith, it's Tony's brand. He'll hook you up, holler at your butt. Now here, on this side, I have a lot of 4162s London, if you can see them. All those are 4162s London. So I think I'm gonna take, even though I have a what's-called box back there, I actually have a Fugazi box back here. I might see if I can push this 4162s London to the front, or this box is a little bit fatter than the Fugazi box. Those are my Shea and Blue boxes back there. So if I push that back, put the pistachio on top, right? The Fugazi box is just a little bit smaller. So we drop the Gazi and we give it a 3D look again. We'll let it come up a little bit to the front. Actually, the Fugazi is bigger. But because the pistachio box is wider, again, I want to get that 3D look. Now, having the big candlelight in here, I can still 3D it like that. Is right in the middle. Because then it'll still go with the other 4162s Londons right here. Okay? I had them all in one row, but I decided to go like this. So I can go with the Fugazi there. That's my toilet. Or I can, if I drop the Fugazi down here, I could actually do that too. Like Fugazi. Right there. Pistachio right behind it. And since this is such a tall bottle, because the other one's a 50 mils, this is 100 mil, it really doesn't have to really show his butt. A man like eating butt. He's a butt eater. It's okay. Sometimes you got to eat and sniff butt, if that's what you got to do to get a woman. But not me. All right, so anyway, so we got Fugazi there. Bam, with the box. We got pistachio with the box. And when you look at the cage, you can see the pistachio box in the back. Now, the only thing I don't like this, I don't like seeing the seal of the Fugazi on top. But for now, I just don't want to put the Fugazi on top. Not unless I switch it. If I put, okay, what if I switch the game? I'll put pistachio on top of the Fugazi, and I'll put the Fugazi on top of the pistachio box. There's no rules in this. There's no rules, but again, I'm just bougie like that, and I like my cage to look spectacular. When people come back here and they visit my spot after they come out of my recording studio, I mean the Grammy recording studio. After they come out of there, after they come out of the recording studio, I bring them back here and let them smell the fragrances. I bet you got a recording studio. So anyway, now I'm going to take my man sauce, and I don't want to banish them to the bottom, but unfortunately, but not really unfortunately, look, everything has its place in this cage. And being on the bottom don't mean that it's a bottom juice. You know what I mean? So they are going to go on the bottom. I'm really trying to clear off my top a little bit too, because this is like all of the Frederick Malls. I bought these like 4 or 5 years ago. And I was going to decant them into some 5 ml containers, but they're only like 3 mils. Plus, I like the bottles, and they still got a little bit left in them, so I'll leave them there. If I want to wear them, you just got to dip them on your arm because they don't rub out or anything like that. So we're going to take the Ann Smiths, and we got to go low. We got to go low. We got to put them down here. So we're going to put them down here with the, we got a Mansera over there. Here we have a Sturkis by, y'all know who that's by. Orto Parisi, a.k.a. the nose, a.k.a. Nasamato. So we can put them down there. I'll let the 3 go across in some kind of shape. I know you can't see it because it's bada bing, bada boom. But I'm gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna put what you call them there, and that should shape it out. All right, because now I'm starting to move more stuff towards the bottom because I'm getting other juices that I still want to really have a significant bottom presence. So let me show you what it looks like on the bottom. So now that I put Ann Smith down here, as you see, got Ann Smith down here. We got. I want to get Seminalis. My man probably would like Seminalis more in another way, but I like it because it's milky, and that's what Nasamato was going for, right? His crazy self. We have black vanilla down here, and then we have vanilla. This is empty. I sprayed that out so fast. This is just down there for show. And then we got some other stuff up top. So, because actually I could have just like took all 3 of Tony's joints and put them, but I like them right there. It fills out the bottom. The bottom of my cage is really starting to fill out now. It's really starting to fill out because it was like really scarce down there. Like it wasn't even that much stuff down there at one point. And then I laid these on the back, and I still want to get a couple more. Like I said, I still want to get a couple more. My boy right there, Imaginary Authors, and maybe get back a couple of my zoologists, man. I want squid. I like squid. I want squid back. And I don't think I have any cow left in there. I think I sprayed all that out. But I want to get squid back, and I don't know. Definitely squid though, man. That ink note is ridiculous in squid. I would definitely want to get squid back. But see how the Nicolai is sitting? It's sitting there, and you still can see the RDZ. In fact, I go to the point because it's like back here is like a lot of, a lot of Joe Malone's. Joe Malone's my girl. I ain't gonna never front on Joe Malone. Joe Malone always gonna have a space. And then we got my little Labo over here, my little Labo section with a little bit of Smuggler's Soul. I can't believe I wasted this, man. This costs a lot of money, man, and I wasted on the ground. This is actually Mysore Sandalwood in here, Smuggler's Soul. We'll put this up here because that's classic. You can't even get it anymore. I have Smuggler's Soul down here, but it's not the same Smuggler's Soul. It's a different sandalwood. It's not that Mysore sandalwood. There is a Mysore sandalwood, but they had to stop using it because Mysore sandalwood, again, is an endangered product. Can't do that. All right, so we got to find a place for Precious Liquid. I like Precious Liquid. I could put it over top of the box and, again, give it a 3D presence, right? Because you still can see, because it's clear, you still can see the Joe Malone. Check that out. See how you still see the Joe Malone? Because all these are classic Joe Malones up here. You can't even get these no more. To the Rose, you can't get that this pink joint anymore. There's a couple up here. We'll say the sea salt. Okay, you can get that. 154. I think they done with 154. There's a couple up here you can't get anymore. You know what I mean? So I respect that. And for as many as Byredo box, I had somebody I was seeing today at the store. She was like, "Yeah," I said, "You had Byredo?" I said, "Man, I got so many Byredo boxes. Baldia Freak, 1996, which I have a little bit right there that I get from Neiman's every now and then. She let me get some 1996. And then I got more Byredo boxes. Wood Immortel, Rose of No Man's Land, Bullion. But that ain't all. When you come into the laboratory, one of the coolest laboratories ever. You have a TV in your laboratory? You probably don't know about it. We got Oliver Peoples, which ain't nobody got Oliver Peoples. Neither do I. But I got the box. And Bibliotech. So I had a lot. I told her I used to have just about all the Byredos, and all of a sudden I just came out of them, man. Again, a lot of people started buying them, and then the ones that they were making that was like coming up behind what they had, I didn't really like them. You know, there was like maybe a couple. I forgot the one I got, 11th Hour. I kind of liked that for a minute. There were a couple that I liked for a minute, but then it was like, nah, man, nah. So I got out of it. I got out of Byredo. I was still like to get Baldia Freak back and Pulp. I think them the two I want to got only because Baldia Freak, you know, it's like that's what got into me Byredo gang. I would like to get 1996, but I had to pay a little extra for that. I gotta get that from Match Forte. And a couple others, but yeah. But I like the way this look. I like the 3D, how I 3D this. Let me turn around so I can see myself. I like the way I like 3D that. I think that's really fly. I think when you come and look, like I said, you look through the Precious Liquid bottle and still see the Joe Malone back there. And that Precious Liquid is fire. And you can still see the RDZs. I was getting ready to get another RDZ, but they don't have it. But I think I'm going to relax on it. As much as I like Kappa Kool, I like the guy who made Kappa Kool, which is Daniel Hassier. And I like Daniel Hassier's stuff, man. I don't have a bottle. A friend of mine, she has a Daniel Hassier. She has a green leather. But for me, you know, particularly, I don't know. I do want to get another 13 again. I can't believe I sold that. The Rose 31 is for my mom. It has my mother's name on it. Heaven rest her soul. Santal 33 is always classic, you know. And the Nordy Noir, this is actually a oil. So I would like to get another, I'll get another 13. I made that famous anyway. I made another 13 famous for this company, and they never repaid me back. They should have repaid me back for making that famous. Another 13. And the other one, Mancha. This is a joint called Mancha. Oh, these are like little 5 mils. I forgot I even had these. Noah 29. Mancha something, man. That joint is nice. Well, here's another 13. I got a little another 13 left. Oh, I got a lot of another 13 left. That's 5 mil. Another 13. Okay. Here's a Mancha. Man, oh, I sprayed all that. Man, it was just so good. This Mancha was just so good, man. I think I bought the set. I think I got to pick what I wanted. But that Mancha, man, that Mancha is off the chain. I must have another one. Nope, Santal 33. And that Mancha, the thing about the Mancha is it really reminds me of another 13. It's just a different vibe. And over here, I got my vanilla 44s in there because I had them in another container, but I took them out because I used it for something else. I don't know what this is. I know it's not. It's got to be it got to be a Lalabo, though. It got to be a Lalabo because I got it right there. So let's see what it is. Let's see what this one is. That dude back there, he's a Navy guy. That's military, sir. But I'm going to teach you something tonight, okay? This smells rank, man. This smells like booty. What you like, Ghost? What the heck? I don't know what's in this. Let me open it up so I can really smell it. I don't know, man. It's probably been sitting back there so long it done turned like rank. I don't know what it is. It's not another 13, that's for sure. I don't even know what that is. It smell rank. All right, anyway, I'll put it there. In fact, no, I don't want to put it there because I already had no label. I should have put a label on it, but I didn't. But it smells ridiculously not so good. I'll put it over here in the sample. The sample y'all means to figure out what it is. So again, I hope y'all like that staging. That staging I think is fly. I think the staging is fly for the vanilla tonka with the box 3D'ing to the back. I wonder what I got in this Rose 31. Like I said, it's for my mom's. Rose 31. We got Tonka Noir 29. Santal 33. So we got enough to if I want to crack them open. I think I can take the tops off some bottles. Another 13. I think they hooked me up when I went to one day I went to Nordstrom because Nordstrom's the only one that's carrying. Nordstrom's the only one carrying Le Labo. And I think my man, when I went down Virginia one time, I think he laced me with some extra means. But they know how to take off the top. I don't know how to take off the top of the Le Labos. Because if I did, I would just take all those and pour them inside instead of letting them sit there like that. You know what I'm saying? On the Holla at Your Boy. All right. But yeah, they got something that takes these tops off. See, I can twist it, but I'm not going to get it off, and I don't want to mess it up. But they got something to pull the tops off and do something. Well, maybe they do it the refill thing. They do something and they refill it, and they can refill it back up. But they'll refill it back up for a different price. I forgot what they refill them back up for. So instead of paying full price for this, they'll refill these for like 20% off or something like that if you want to get it again. But it's Santal 33. But again, if I had to, I'd just take them Santal 33 and them roses and put it in the 5 mil. I may just do that tonight. Even though I kind of like them the way they look in them packages back there. Yeah, Santal 33. Hold on. How many do I have? Plus, I got the other little joints too. Another 13. No, matcha. I do want to get another matcha. Well, this is Santal 33 back here. Okay, that's Santal 33. Man, Santal 33, I used to talk about that so much. I used to talk about Santal 33. I used to call it the Marlboro Man. But these are like, I'm not sure how much is in here. It's probably less. It's probably like a little mil or something like that. Another 13, Rose 31, Tonka 25. I'll open one up. I'll open up Tonka 25. Cause I really don't like Tonka 25 like that. So I'm opening up from the bottom. That way it'll still look good if I decided to not do anything with it. I actually want to see how much is actually in here. I think it's really probably less than a mil, maybe 2 mil. All I gotta do is look at the label and find out, but I'm lazy right now. Hopefully I turn the light back on. Let's see. Here we go. I'm unlike any other fragrance reviewer because I buy my bottles. I ain't trying to make money off telling you to buy stupid stuff. I'm different from them. So make sure if you really want to get the fragrances, man, check me, homeboy. I won't tell you some of the panty dropping, all that crazy to get my wife to join in and talk about what's panty dropping and what's not. I don't get down like that. All right, here we go. It's got to be like 1 mil. Ain't a lot in here. 0.75 mil. So it's not even 1 mil. So it wouldn't make no sense for me to. If I had 3 of these, it don't make no sense for me to pop these open and put them in a 5 mil. Put them in a 5 mil bottle, which I had my 5 mil decant bottles just came in. I don't know. Because I don't know how to get these out. And this is crazy for them to put the fragrances in these little sprays, man. But hey, if you want to hit something real quick, Santal 33, bada bing, bada boom. It's popping. Another 13, Noir 29. So I'm just going to put these back there where they were. I don't really like Tonka. I'll spray Tonka since I got it. In fact, I can't spray Tonka. I'm sorry. Can't even spray it because it's just a tap on. But I'll still put it on just in case. Let's see. Open it up. I'll put it on my thumb. Just a little bit on the thumb. Remember this video. Tonka 25, I'll put on my thumb. All right. I didn't really like Tonka 25, but it wasn't like it was disgusting. I mean, I'm not going to say disgusting. That's the wrong thing to say. It just wasn't up to par to all the favorites of mine. Like Santal 33 and whatever. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Who is that? Mr. C, Mr. W 988. Thank you very much, sir. A little something, man. You know, what makes the collection look good is when you make it look good. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people have more bottles than me, but they don't take the time to work on a presentation. And that's only because, you know, like I said, I've just been this kind of guy, man, that I want my stuff to stand out. It's like everybody can drive a Beamer, but then I just stripe my Beamer so it looks different than other Beamers. I like my stuff to stand out. So that's how the collection is. In the net, I've seen guys on YouTube, they got bottles all on the shelf and everything. It doesn't even look right. If I just had a bunch of shelves full of fragrances, them Jones be looking proper. No, there won't just be bottles up there. But again, I'm not your average Jew when it comes to fragrances because I'm not a sellout. I don't sell out. I sell you in. How at your boy? All right, another 13. But I'm glad you stopped by. I appreciate the compliment. Definitely do. I really appreciate the compliment. Another 13 right there. So yeah, one day I'll crack them open. I might be like, all right, I don't feel like buying another 13 because I don't have that kind of money. And I'll crack it open and probably make one big 5 mil out of it. Because I got another 13 here. And I got a lot in here. So between the ones I have, I probably can get 5 mil, but you don't need to put in a 5 mil container because I got it right here. You know? But, you know, if I want to put the rest in them little ones, what I should do is do what I do sometimes in other places. Like when I go back to Nordstrom, like, do you have those little samples? Do you have those little samples? Can I try them? And just keep stocking them up. Keep stocking these joints up, man. Just go in there because they're going to give them to you because they want you to buy. Can I have that? Can I have that? Can I have that? And then you roll up there another day, you know, not back to back. It might be a different person working over in that joint. You have any of these? I can try it. And next you know, man, bam, bam, bam. You almost got a goddamn half a bottle. You gotta do what you gotta do in this game, man. You know? And I ain't stealing because they give it to me and I asked for it, they're giving it to me. Right, this right here is We'll Say the Sea Salt was one of my favorites. I used to like to spray this on my bed, but I got so many other samples, man. We might, I ain't doing nothing. I know for some reason, I like talking about fragrances. I like talking about stuff. Man, shoot, we did a 4-hour video last night. A 4-hour video. We already almost at an hour already. We did a 4-hour video last night. Me and Twinkle Toes. Just talking about fragrances, man. Had a great time. Y'all came through. You know what I mean? We had a good time last night. So check that video out from last night. 4-hour video. We was at a friend of mine's house with her cages. And, man, we was talking about fragrances we had just bought and everything. Actually, the same ones I bought. I'm showing you tonight. So, last but not least, we got to find a place to put Homegirl here. This is Sarah Baker. And this is called Pastel Rumors. Now, it has a peach in there. She has 3 fragrances with features peach. One is Peach Revenge, Pastel Rumors, and Rococo Pie. Rococo Pie and what's called kind of smells the same to me in both. This just one bottle here. I like this one more because of a little bit not as expensive. I think this is $135 or $145. The other was $165, and the Rococo Pie was $195. But this one right here is the same amount, 50 mil. But I didn't smell too much of a difference between the Rococo Pie and the Peach Revenge. So I grabbed this. And this is peach. Oh, okay. So this guy going this arm. So, okay. So Vanille Tonka from Nicolai is on this arm. We're going to put Pastel Rumors, which is really peach, on this arm. Okay. I'm going to put it right in the crease. And like I said, in the middle of the night, wake up in the middle of the night, pow, seeds are still there. All right, we popping off. Wake up in the morning, pow, still there. Holla at your boy. You know what I mean? So 50 mil. Everything I showed you tonight, I got from Perfumology, from the bread piece, the bread and you know what I mean? Man, pronounce it right. Bread and yamin is not bread and yamin. Bread and chestnut. So bread and chestnut, which is part of my now 13 bottles of those bad boys. 13 times $55 is a lot of money. Almost $600, but I got to try them all out. So that's pretty cool. And Pastel Rumors. Now, another thing. I like the box. I really like this box. It's a simple box. It just says Sarah Baker. It also opens like the other box. It has a pill opening. And it's more relaxed as far as, you know, the flap is more relaxed. And the bottle has a deeper pitch. So it's not going to fall out like the other one did. The other one fell out. Look at that. Not even falling out. But I think it would take up so much space because I want it to be, it's like one of the new ones, I want it to be up top. Like some of these are old, they're old, but they're classics, so they stay up top. Like these Georgios and Canaride and, you know, 80s Divanusis and Lubin, those are classics. Those are 1700, you know, whatever, you know, back in the day joints, except for the 80s Divanusis. But they don't even make them bottles like the 80s Divanusis anymore. They changed the bottles. Look at that beautiful top. It's just so, it's so cool. Then you get down here, you got the gold tops of Vivamore and Navitus, you know, which is cool. Now I got the AAs in the back, and then we got my man Blackcliff. You know, everything is like the structure. Everything is structured. So I like that. So find a place for this because it's kind of new, but it would be cool down here, but this is like, it's just forever going to be the ooze section now. This is the Perfumology. Well, no. This is like the Christian Perfumology ooze section. You know what I mean? Christian's the guy who, y'all check out last night. If you check out the video, you see us introduce Christian. He's into these old ooze, man. Like last night, he said he wore 40-year-old ooze mixed with something. Christian does ooze. He's bad boy in Virginia, young guy. He knows all about the ooze. That's all he do is ooze. And he really put me down with some ooze through care packages. I really appreciate it. So yeah, so the Sarah Baker dog one it down here. I can actually put it actually up here if I wanted to, because all these are really like empty except for the Sepaniku. You know what I mean? I can actually put it here and give Sarah Baker one of them primo spots on the main, but I wouldn't want to leave it open. So I could primo her right there. But the top is just so cool that you don't want to put it in a box. Because look at this top. This top is bananas, man. This top is bananas. It make you want to buy 3 of them because the top is so fly. Now, because of the Grammy juice, this is the Grammy juice right here. It's the juice I wore to the Grammys, which is so cool. And it's Omnia Madeira, Omnia Perfumi. This right here is one of my favorite incenses. It's Bois Vento Nel Vento. But if I take this, oh, how you doing? Look at the orange contrast coming up. This bottle of the Peanuts, which is Frustration from Etot, gives off that whole situation. So let's flip it. And it gives like that whole orange tone because that bottle is kind of orangey. It might not look orangey in this phone, but it's got the orangey vibe. And then you got the top. You gotta have the top. You can't put it down, you won't see the top. But then you got, you know, Vento Nel Vento down there. Now you got the orange consistency going back into the orange bottles because Youth Memory is orange. The Christopher Collins joints is kind of, you know, Chris Collins kind of orangey. So yeah. But I think now I can actually put Madeira right up there between Youth Memories. Bam. So that up here because it's fat enough to go right up there and stay there and still hold this position and not look crooked because it can't look crooked because I don't like crooked looking stuff. So I would just have to move the Calamar bottles over. And there you go. Bam. And then you got that set. Now I need some more of this. I saw this today. I thought about getting this RaJuR, man. This is so good. It's spicy and sweet, whereas the La Crema is just straight spicy. Both are sexual. And this right here is the Beats Humane back here. These are all liquid imaginaires. I do want to get this bottle again, though. It's almost out. I tore this bottle. I tore it up. I had this shorter than I had them two. But I've had 2 La Cremas. I've had 2 of these, man. I went through them. Good fragrances. Great price. Amy Cure. And I thought about getting it today, but I want to get something new. You know, I can wait. You know, it's enough in there. I'm not even going to spray it anyway. So now we got the bottom down here where it has some pretty classic stuff that's happening down here. We got some Intelliair down there. Got to put the Intelliair together. Really good fragrance right here. Just Tobacco Nuit. My man passed away, Ed. I thought I'd get it before he passed away, man. I mean, I didn't expect him to pass away. But here, I went to the store one day with the Bloomingdale. I said, where's Ed at? They said, Ed passed away. And that's crazy, man. When you're in the fragrances and you know somebody who you've known for years. He used to be at Neiman's, and he always did Intelliair. And he the one turned me on to Intelliair. And I went up there one day looking for him. I thought he was on vacation or something because I hadn't seen him. And I was like, you ain't here? The Ed passed away? So, may heaven rest Ed's soul. Man, Ed was a really cool guy, man. Really cool guy. Always wore these fly belts, man. He got me in the belts. He always had some nice belts. I got some nice belts now, too. But he had some really nice belts, man. Ed used to have some fly belts. And again, I had some fly belts. I got Christian Louboutin and, you know, I got about 3 Christian Louboutin belts and so on and so forth. But he used to wear some nice belts. Really cool guy, man. By the way, this is my Ooh Star collection from my man. This guy, I got to show it to him one day. I got to take pictures of my cage because I'll be out. And sometimes I want to show people a picture of my situation. Or maybe I'll just do a whole video type thing. And then that way I can just, you know, pan the camera around, let them see my stuff, especially in light mode. And like I said, I really like this stuff. Look, I don't love fragrances. I really don't love fragrances. You know, I love the heavenly. And, you know, these fragrances are just a byproduct, you know, no matter what I have, studio, clothing, all that stuff, just a byproduct of just the enjoyment of my life. But, you know, again, I like having it, but sometimes it's like, yeah, whatever. I might ain't wear nothing for the day after having all this stuff. So it's not like it's the end all, the be all, but it's just my concentration and my contribution to the fragrance community to show that, you know, from an old head perspective, not because I'm trying to get, you know, subs. I'm not trying to become some kind of famous influencer and whatsoever, because that's all bull crap. You know what I mean? Because the whole thing is, I say all them guys is also in my video that I'm going to make, the song that I made. What would you be doing if you ain't have fragrances? What would you be doing if you wasn't trying to be a fragrance reviewer or trying to be a fragrance content guy or a woman? What would you be doing? And a lot of them don't have anything else they do. I do this outside of being a freaking Grammy producer and an actor and a model and all the other stuff I do. You know, besides the stuff, the military and working with kids and, you know, paraprofessional and being an executive limo driver, I'm not a one-trick pony. And everybody know from day one, I said, this channel is going to be about not being a one-trick pony, but taking your life to another level in other ways and trying to learn something new every day. I have some people that they just don't want to learn anything new. They're happy at where they are. I'm just not that kind of dude. So whether I'm doing fragrances, whether I'm doing fashion, whether I'm producing music, you know, whatever, man. I mean, I keep telling people we only get one of these, and don't be on your last breath talking about I wish I had her, because it'll be only your fault saying that you wish you had her, because you could have, you just didn't do it. You know what I mean? So, and as long as you're doing something that's not repulsive and you're trying to teach other people things, because a lot of people have a lot of talents for things that they do. A lot of people have a lot of talents, but they never explored the fact that they had talent. And then a lot of people who had decent talent or may have other talents, they don't share it. They just try to keep it for themselves. Like, oh, look at me. I'm the only one that can do this or whatever. But me, man, I'll teach you how to play guitar. I'll teach you how to make a beat. I'll teach you anything you want to do. Just bring it behind on over here. And everybody know me. I'll get you right back in the studio and we'll write a song together and have you singing on their joint and taking it home in 3 hours. I'll have you with a nice track.
and I'll lace you. I'll lace you up. If it sounds good enough, I'll put it on my album. But people got to understand where I come from when I talk about fragrances. This stuff is great. You know what I mean? And I ain't talking about the dye or anything like that in a sense, but just saying that a lot of these people do stuff for the wrong reason. You know, a lot of them have low self-esteem, so they had to find something to build their self-esteem up. It's easy to buy something to make you feel good, but we know what happens when you go to sleep at night and you feel empty. Because no matter how many fragrances you have, how many subscribers you have, how much you got going on in your life, we know sometimes people do a lot of things to mask trouble that's going on in their life, and they need something to get them out of their trouble. But it ain't this. It's like getting on your knees and praying. It had nothing to do with trying to push fragrances out so you can forget the fact that maybe you've done some bad stuff in your life. You know what I mean? It doesn't erase the fact that you might be going through something mentally. You can't buy fragrances are not going to get you out of some, mental thing you're going through. It might help you soothe you for a minute, but this stuff is material stuff, and it's cool to have. But don't do it because you're trying to mask some insecurity that you have within yourself. That's just crazy. And there's a lot of people out here doing fragrances and whatsoever, all these other influencer stuff. They ain't have nothing going for them. If it wasn't for YouTube and Instagram and X and Flex and flippity flop and flip, man, half of them people probably been jumped off a building by now. But they found a way to get involved in something that they can really somewhat show talent. There's no talent in buying fragrances and talking about it's beast mode. That's just childish banter. And people don't have anything else going for them. It's easy to find something that's not going for you, and then you didn't make the fragrance. Some of these people act like they made the fragrance. They got to the point that they made the fragrance. Now we got these people out the Middle East, Navatus and all that stuff making fragrances because people got reviewers. They haven't come to me. I'm the most educated doggone fragrance guy you're going to see. They ain't come to me. You know why? Because they know I ain't going to sell out for the money. You ain't got to make nothing for me. You know why? Because I made my own fragrances already. These are mine. Check a coconut. Smells so good. My man wanted that. Butter Love, Leather Flow. Do What It Do. I like Do What It Do. Why is my best. I think I like Why. Why is my best one. And then we had this joint right here. Then I got my room spray, which is Can I Puff With You? And then I got a joint. See, I made mine. I didn't have somebody make mine because I got 100,000 subscribers or 200,000 subscribers. And then I got 50,000 subscribers that I bought to try to get me through, to try to get some fragrances. I don't get down like that. So watch these guys out here, man. Watch them. You'll know if they're real or not. You'll know if they're real. You can tell real people. Don't forget about the fragrances. Look at them, and if you really want to troll somebody, troll these people and ask them, if you wasn't doing fragrances, what would you be doing? Because anybody can get a fragrance and talk about a fragrance and not have any idea what it's about. Even if they took the time to try to learn, do base notes of Fragranica or find somebody, they go to a class and learn about, how complexities and everything and blending, they don't care about that. They don't care less about blending. All they want to be able to say booty mode, panty mode, and then they get other people involved in that mess. Like the dude done got his wife in there. I ain't even know he was using his wife now, and it's just crazy. But everybody trying to find something. But the question is, if you wasn't doing fragrances, what would you be doing? On the same level. And a lot of them can't tell you nothing. They can't tell you anything. Buying clothes is easy. Clothes don't make the man, though. But can you teach somebody something? I ain't talking about these. I can't teach you nothing about fragrances. Look, I'm just as unknowledgeable than y'all are. I gotta get it, I gotta buy it, I gotta spray it, I gotta smell it, and then I gotta know what to buy without wasting my money. That's it. It's easy work. If it's something that's gonna cost too much and I don't think it's worth it, I'm not gonna wear it all the time and so on and so forth. I know that. I'm not gonna spend no money in that. I'm gonna buy a guitar. I'm gonna buy some good guitar strings. Or I'm gonna buy something else for the studio. because that's my talent. This is not a talent. Anybody can buy fragrances. Anybody can do this. It's not a talent. The talent is making your own fragrances. That's the talent. The talent is like how many of these freaking $300, $200, $400 hoodies I have. I can wear them. Them Jones cost money. But because I'm an actor and a model, I got to have the things, right? Because I got to get past all these other people who are acting and modeling out here. And I got to go up and do better than them. I got to have the sneaks that they want me to wear for a part. I got to have different things. I got to have some good shoes and stuff and nice sunglasses. That's because I'm an actor and a model. So if you say, Rod, what you be doing if you wasn't doing fragrances? Shoot, what? Are you serious? Okay, I'll play a guitar, I'll play a bass, I'll play a keyboard, I'll play some drums, I'll produce a song, I'll engineer the song, I'll sing on the song, I'll write the song, I'll write the lyrics. I'll do the whole thing. I'm a Grammy member. Just Google RaJuR. I got something to do if I wasn't doing this. I got something to do if I wasn't even playing in music. I still got something I can do. Because I'm an artist, I know how to draw. I can do anything I want to do. So be careful of these one-trick ponies out here trying to get you to spend your money on something because they say it's this. Don't listen to them. If you really want to find out about this part of something you might want to do, then you want to ask the right person. You want to ask the person like me who only has 3,000 subscribers. And I've been doing this for 14 years. I'm going to say 14. I've been doing this since 2014. I had 3,000 subscribers. And this one guy said I should have 100,000 subscribers. I said, I don't want 100,000 subscribers. What I need 100,000 subscribers for? That means I got to sell out at one point. I got to try to make 20,000 people happy. And if you got 100,000 subscribers, I bet you ain't got 100,000 subscribers coming to your live videos or anything like that. You don't. And a lot of these people out here are buying subscribers. That's just a fact. They're buying subscribers, and they got a certain amount of time to use them subscribers to build up other subscribers, and then you won't notice that they lost subscribers that they bought. That's just the way the game goes. You feel me? So I put my time in it. If I'm going to buy this stuff, costs money. If I'm going to spend my money on this, it's going to look good in my possession. It's going to look fantastic. And I appreciate you. Like I said, I got a lot of bottles. But I know people got more bottles than me, but it don't look like this, right? Everything you do, man, do to the tippity top. Anything you do, I don't care what you do. Make it special to you, not to anybody else. I mean, look, I got to look at this every day, and sometimes I walk by it and I'm like, man, you need to dust off them shelves. Well, that ain't gonna happen. So I got to do. And it's cool, but it's good for me to show this while I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking about fragrances. But I'm telling you, I don't know any more about fragrances than what I can read and what it smells like on me. And again, we know what smells good on me. Somebody might not. It might smell, it might smell the same on somebody. People say, well, if I wear it because of this, then, a different skin texture, I might sweat differently. Shut up. Shut up. Like you need to smell coffee beans when you're smelling fragrances. You don't need to smell no coffee beans. That's just a gimmick. There's a whole bunch of gimmicky stuff going on. Just put your face inside your jacket. You don't need no coffee beans. That's bullcrap. So a whole bunch of bullcrap is going on out here when it comes to fragrances. But you got money. How many people done bought a Venice? And that's the only thing they ever buy. $425 a pop. They spray it out like it's water. And you saving up $425 to smell like everybody else who done bought a Venice within the last week. You know what I'm saying? Oh, did it? Oh, thank you, Rooftop. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, but you know what I'm saying, man. I've been keeping it real for ages, man. I've been keeping it real. And you're saying 2015. I started in 14. So it's like I'm still doing it, but I'm not trying to do it on a level that I need 100,000 subscribers. Just by you popping through and saying that, bro, that's like 30,000 subscribers to me. Just by you making that one statement, that's like 30,000 subscribers to me in my brain. You know what I mean? I know, right? Yeah. And the watches too, right? Yeah, man. Sometimes you got to break them out. You know what I mean? And sometimes you're in the mood for that. It's like, oh, I ain't doing nothing today. Let me go ahead on and wet the towel and, wipe them down. You know what I mean? Because they're going to get dusty. You know, all this stuff in our air right now, man, he's spraying the skies, and that's a whole different topic. You know, so some of the stuff in the sky that we breathe in, and it gets, and you know you breathing it because you know you got to dust your house. The fact that you got to dust your house is already telling you it's in your lungs, right? While you sleeping, you smelling all this dust that's getting on our bottles, right? But you're inhaling it. The whole thing is you got to take action to try to get this stuff back out your body. But nevertheless, you can't wipe dust out your body, but you can wipe these bottles off, that's for sure. But again, like I said, man, I just like my stuff to look good. You know, I like the stage stuff. I mean, you know, even if them boxes weren't even in there, it'll still be a nice look because somehow I make them look good. But again, I got a box full of boxes. Check out that video that I did maybe a month ago. I put out all my boxes that I had of fragrances I don't even have anymore, and the ones that I do have. I keep my boxes. I respect the box. I respect the fact that they put energy into the boxes as much as they put energy into the bottles. I just won't disrespect that. That Nicolai box is a nice Nicolai box. You know what I mean? He put effort into that box. Canarod, that's a nice box. Definitely Blackcliff with the cracked bottles. Man, that is crazy. House of Ooh got some nice bottles. And I like their eggs. Where you get eggs from like that? Of course, it's gifted from my friend right there, that egg up there from Killian. Man, look, I'm respecting everything about the fragrance. From the box to the smell to the bottle, I'm giving it all props. Even these spray cans of Tom Ford, which is a great buy. You only got to buy Tom Ford. I mean, all the sprays on in every fragrance, but man, shoot. Instead of buying you some freaking tobacco vanilla in a bottle, man, get that spray. And you'll be fine. Believe me. Because you'll be the only one that know that you sprayed it on yourself. Everybody else be thinking, well, maybe it's getting weak, or maybe it smells good to somebody. But you got to be careful when you spend our money, man. And again, you want to try to get some deals from time to time, you know, and things like that. But no matter what, whether you paid 10 cents for a bottle or you paid, you know, 500 for the bottle, you still want to respect the bottle. You want to respect the juice. You want to respect the creativity that went into that juice. I'd be totally upset if I made a fragrance, and if I could afford a better bottle, I would get a better bottle for all my fragrance. But these are sit and sip bottles, so they're cool. I mean, but these bottles remind me of my man, John. What's the joint? They got the really nice fragrances, Fondue and all them joint, Confetto. Oh, duh. That's right, because I have the citrus right down here. Very simple bottle. What do I do with that joint? It's a very simple bottle. These are simple bottles. I mean, they're a little etched and whatsoever, but they're very simple bottles. Nothing crazy, you know. And then there's some nice, better bottles, Armage and whatever. But, man, are you kidding me? I'm trying to hear this. A Perfume Aroma. Look at Perfume Aroma bottle. That's look just like the bottle I make my fragrance in. Nothing more cap bottle, but the juice is exquisite. So instead of putting all that money into the bottle, which this juice is exquisite too, instead of putting money into the bottle, they put money into the juice. Well, Nicolai put money in the juice and the bottle, and still give it to you at a good price. You know, there's some people, I mean, most of these are perfumologies. So, but they got good bottles too, because they stepped their bottles up. That's a perfumology bottle now. This is what perfumology used to be in. Now the Accords, which are these, they're in this bottle, but when they get, look at the box, perfumology. So again, but I respect that. That's why perfumology is up here in the top cage. Both of those, Decadent Memories and Boutique, they up here. They up in the top joint. You know what I'm saying? I think they reserved there. Now, I'm not gonna go to these samples tonight. I'm getting tired. It's over 12 o'clock. But these are the samples I had. And if I went through all these samples, I'd probably find 2 or 3 that's the same. And then I would just pretty much just put them in the same thing. All these are samples. Samples like crazy. Number samples. Over here I got more samples. I don't even know why these samples aren't over there with the rest of the samples. But number samples, man. Samples all over the place. When you're a fragrance guy, you got a lot of samples. Now with 2 samples. Got some more samples over here. Hold on. Sample. Samples all over the place. One day I am going to do a sample thing. I'm just going to go through all these samples. And if they're the same, I'm going to put them all in one bottle, I guess. I don't know. But, man, I smell thousands of samples, man. Done had thousands of bottles. And it's a good game to get into. I don't mind the game. I mean, sometimes I overspend. I shouldn't spend so much. But then, I just realized, okay, now I guess I got to hustle and get some money. You know what I mean? Make it pop. I don't know what this is. What is this? I'm about to smell it. It's probably good, too. Just the fact it's in this little small bottle. Hold on a second. I got to do it. And I'm gonna start running my mouth, man. Y'all know I can talk all day, bro. I can do 4-hour videos. I can do 2-hour videos. I can talk. Part of my. Oh, this is a roll on. Dad, what is this? This is a roll on. Can't tell what it is, but it smells good. It's not woody either. It smells pretty good though. I got some empty bottles up here. Now my watch collection, bro. I know you probably got a high-end watch collection. I got a small watch collection. I don't have nothing heavy. I got an Elvis watch too. I got the big boy Elvis Adventure XXL. I had that too, but it's not here right now. But yeah, I got a little watch collection. Ain't nothing heavy, man. I don't have no Rolexes. I mean, the best I had a couple of Tussauds, which I don't even wear. They're my automatics. Well, those are my 2 automatics. One of my, both of my wheels don't stop working, man. It's automatic too. But the wheel, no, it's not automatic. Automatic. Yeah, all the rest of these are digital joints. Yeah, but anyway, I got a little watch collection, man. Nothing too heavy. I had to break off somewhere watches or guitars or watches and studio equipment. You know what I mean? I like bracelets and stuff like that. I got a lot. I used to have a lot of silver. I'm an investor in silver. Lots of silver, man. I had maybe 5-6 grand worth of silver. I don't have many more. But I do have my silver. I'm a silver guy. A little bit of gold. Like I said, that $100 bill right there is worth almost $300. That's all silver. 4 ounces of silver in that bill. But it ain't going nowhere. I got this bill up here with that Geiger silver bar in there. That's a black 50. And this is a silver foil 50 with the Geiger bar. So yeah, check out my videos from back in the day, man. I had some crazy silver, man. They call it numismatic. So again, like me, man, I want all the special stuff. Fragrances, I want niche fragrances. Coins, I want numismatic coins. And that's what I used to collect. So yeah, check my videos way back in the day, man, from guitars to gold and silver. Bro, I'm doing it all. I'm doing it all, man. Not a one-trick pony, bro. Doing it all. But I'm glad you stopped by. You know what I mean? Where did you? Well, I got a gold and silver shop, 5 minutes away from me, called Edelman's. You can actually find Edelman's on eBay. They sell a lot of stuff on eBay too. But I got these from Edelman's. Got them from Edelman's. And actually, no. I got these Geigers because I like Geigers. Oh yeah, all right, bet. Thank you, bro. Like I said, you saying that is 10,000 subscribers to me. I don't need 100,000 subscribers. You guys come through, man, and say some of the nicest things beside my trollers that come through from time to time, which they just bring some levity to me, man. They keep me in spot. I don't mind being trolled from time to time. I mean, sometimes it does get on my nerves if I'm trying to make a serious point. But for the most part, man, I don't mind trollers, man. People come through and talk crap. I'm good with that, man. I'm a funny guy, too. I mean, I've trolled some people, too. I can't be like, oh, man, don't come through and troll me. Man, I've trolled people, too. I'm trolling people right now because of my video. My new song I got out about the fake frag Illuminati, smell Illuminati. So I'm trolling all of them at one time. I'll be glad when I'm done the video. I already done the song. You can go back and check that out, too. You can check out the song I did for the frag Illuminati, the fake beast mode and panty dropper boys and girls. I already did a song for that. So unlike other people, I can talk about it. And I can write a song about it too at the same time and make a track. So check that out. Talking about these fake frag Illuminati, fake sub buying people out here trying to make people think they know about fragrances. They don't know nothing. Here's my Tony Montana camera system. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh, say hello to my little friend. How much boy? Man, you gotta have some. Yeah, I gotta have security. We got all the stuff I got up here, man. I have security, and I can't show you the other things because I can't show you them because it's YouTube, and I don't feel like unloading them to show them to you. But I used to be a gun collector too, so you can check out some of my videos when I was collecting guns. Even though I messed up one time and I put the gun online, and then I didn't know how to, I didn't know you're supposed to take the clip out and everything and lock it back. Because I was looking at other people showing their guns, man. They were shooting on the range and everything. They never did nothing to them. I messed around and forgot to take the clip out one time, man. They shut my monetization down. I can't even make no money on Amazon. Amazon. I can't make money on YouTube if I want to, because they demonetized my channel 4 years ago? But I ain't in it for that. I asked them 2-3 times, well, why you do it? What? Because I said, what? Because you did what? All right, man, whatever, man. You going to resolve it? No. Facebook, too. All right, well, fine, man. Look, y'all got to do what y'all got to do. I'm making $100,000 a year, until I retired. I don't care. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it because I make great friends like you guys, man. I'm in to hear, whether you came here to compliment me or whether you just came here to stop by to see a brother, chilling. That don't make a difference to me. I ain't in it for the money, man. How many millionaires, I'm taking off lights on y'all, I'm sorry, man. How many millionaires you knew, basketball players, football players, boxers, all that stuff, used to be millionaires. And now they're broke. And I mean broke. That's a long fall, bro. From having millions to being broke. That's too far to fall. You're going to fall right off a roof. Nah, man, I just want just enough money to enjoy my retirement, and I'm good, man. If I can get a bottle from time to time, you know what I mean, then I'm good with that too. If I can buy, a pair of sneaks, I was gonna buy something today, some Louboutins. I like Louboutins. But I said, nah, man, keep that money in your pocket, bro. You might need something. Or don't put the money in that card because you might want to get some on that card. Which I thought about getting a fragrance. I thought about getting the Weiwei 001 Man. And then I went over there and I saw the Montage on, the something charge on, and that was like $1.90. I said, man, I don't need to put $200 on this card. I'm trying to get this card down, bro. You know what I mean? I'm almost paying almost $200 a month on this Neiman card. So I said, nah, man, don't buy nothing else, man. Just you got enough fragrances. Just freaking relax. You got enough shoes. You got enough sneaks. You got enough stuff. Just relax. So that's the thing. And I need to do some more acting, man. I got to get back on Backstage and Mike Lemon casting, man, because I'll be missing acting gigs. So I need to get back on it. So I got to concentrate on doing one thing at a time, man. I definitely, acting is easy, man. You can get in there, you can work one day and get $600. It might say like 4 lines, like, hey, what, hey, 600, bye. And you done for the day, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy money acting, so I don't know. It is what it is. All right, so it's been 1 hour and 23 minutes. Again, I can talk more, man, but it's time to relax. I kind of didn't get the good sleep I needed last night, but I had a good time with my friend talking about fragrances. And I was drinking a little bit. When I drink too much, man, I can't sleep well. And I think I had too much wine last night. No drinking today because I'm not alcoholic. I don't have to drink every day. But as far as the Bills roof, like I said, I got them off eBay because I like Geiger bars. And I had a couple of Geiger bars. I had kilos, man. I had like 4 or 5 kilos at one time. And at that time, man, bro, if I'd have kept all that silver and gold I had, man, I'd be crazy right now. Because I think I had like maybe 30 pounds of silver and gold altogether. Most of the gold was fractional, of course. I was doing fractional gold. I was doing quarters. I think I had a couple halves when I was doing gold. I couldn't go heavy on gold. I was going heavy on silver. And look what happened with silver. I was buying silver. I started out buying silver at maybe 25, maybe 30 sometimes, depending if there was a Canadian maple leafs. I never bought any eagles, man. I was never like I had to have eagles, whether it was gold eagles or silver eagles. I never thought I had to have those. I would buy like buffaloes before I bought. I bought buffaloes before I would buy eagles. But then, like I said, if you look at my videos from back in the day, I had pneumatic coins, man. I had the numismatic joints, man. Like had water in them and all kinds of stuff, man. I had some crazy coins back in the day. So I got videos of me, collecting coins, of course, collecting guns and armament and stuff like that. So, man, I get into everything, bro. So I'm glad y'all stopped by and checked out my channel, man. And look, man, just come by anytime, man. I'm doing videos just about every day some way, whether I'm in the studio, I don't know. I might be doing videos tomorrow. And I'm glad you did. I'm glad you came back, bro. I appreciate the H-Town. And tell your friends, man, that might be into the same thing you into. Have them come by. 'Cause I do a little bit of everything, like I said. Music and fragrance, a little bit of fashion, run my mouth, talk crap. It is what it is, man. We just here to have fun, all right? So, holla at your boy. That's my man. Hey, man, you have a great night tonight, man. May the heavenly give you some good rest tonight, man. And, it's another year, another day. Just keep it pushing. But again, learn something new every day. Try something new every day. It don't have to be anything big. Just try something new every day so you can just keep adding it to your repertoire. And then once you do that, man, you just feel so well-rounded that if anything happens, you say, well, I don't feel like doing that today. I'm going to do this. I don't feel like doing that today. I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? Know how to play guitar. You ain't got to be excellent. I'm not even a really good guitar player. I just know how to write songs. But I'm a pretty good bass player. But I started out with guitar. Man, I play enough guitar just to get by. Sitting on the band every now and then. I'm not a great guitar player by far. I'm not a great anything. But I get the job done. And that's the thing. Somebody need me to play guitar, bass, drums, whatever. I'll get the job done. I'm not great at any of that, but I get the job done. And you can do that too. So if you need any help making a beat, I'll show you how to make a beat. Of course, you can go back to my videos and you see me make a beat from the rip. Look for the videos that say 2-3 hours. And more than likely, there's probably a video that I'd have made a song from the rip all the way through. From the first drum hit. So check me out. And share me, man. I got to go. I'm going to lay down, man, and say a prayer and relax. And, bada bing, bada boom. Talk to y'all soon, man. Stay up with me, all right? I appreciate y'all, man. Roof, Light. I think that's it. No, that's not. That's Lil GHTX. Bro, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm with it. Lil G, Rooftop, Mr. C, Mr. W coming through. Who my man who had that crazy name? That was hilarious. Ghost who came through here to try to troll me a little bit. It's all good. Author Caesar B. He just said, and can you listen to Boki the Rock? I don't know, man. I guess he wanted me to listen to some music. I can. Can you listen to Boki the Rock? I'll do that. As soon as I relax, I'll look up Boki the Rock, author. Who else we got? Boki the Rock. I got to remember that. Boki the Rock. My man, if you do eat coochie, yes. Hazy Gemini. What's going on, Hazy Gemini? I really couldn't say I was running my mouth when I was blah, blah, blah. Oh, my man, here you go. Blumpkin Blownuts. That was hilarious. That started out the night, man. They made me crack up. Blumpkin Blownuts. Holla at your boy. All right, man. Hey, y'all be well, man. Thank the heavenly. And let's chat again soon, heaven willing. All right? I'm out. Bars.